Chapter 324 10,000 Thunder Refining Body. As Kang Chia stood at the peak, he quite had a feeling of having a view of the mountains. That aura of being on top of the world and looking down on the world came naturally. However, he did not have the time to experience this feeling right now, because in front of him, there was also a large formation with a murderous aura, transmitting a vastness. This formation was arranged at the top of the peak, occupying 1/10 of the peak's area, and was made based on the mountain, appearing incomparably majestic. What made Kang Chia look grave was that this formation drew the spirit veins below Shallow O Peak and combined with them. It was expected to multiply in power. Indeed not simple, the Great Diffusion sex formations are unique. Kang Chia couldn't help but praise. Regardless of the enemy-friend relationship between the two sides, Wu Feng's achievement above formations was indeed praiseworthy. However, although this formation was extraordinary, it still couldn't dissuade Kang Chia. His eyes blazed and his divine thoughts went out of his body, wanting to probe this formation even further. However, right at this moment, a figure emerged within the formation, and it was certainly Windless. To be praised by Hegemonic Emperor, Windless is doubly honored. Once we parted ways in the spirit sealing space. Farewell, Hegemonic Emperor. Windless laughed lightly, as if it was the first time he had seen Kang Chia, and between his words, there was actually not much hatred. At this moment, between him and Kang Chia, there was a curtain of light that separated them. It was a formation boundary. Because of this, he was not afraid of Kang Chia and talked calmly with him. Kang Chia naturally knew why, and he laughed coldly. Last time, I let you get away with it, but I didn't expect that this time you'd still seek your own death. In the face of Kang Chon's mockery, Windless remained incomparably calm as he laughed, worthy of being a hegemonic emperor, still this domineering and unrivaled. After saying that, his face changed abruptly. Did you bring the token? After speaking, his eyes stared tightly at Kang Chia. In his heart, that golden token was worth too much. It was simply incalculable. Where is the person? Kang Chia asked without answering. Windless smiled faintly and waved his sleeve. A familiar figure instantly surfaced within the formation. It was none other than Chen San Xiao. At this moment, Chen San Xiao also saw Kang Chia, and could not help but exclaim, Kang Chia. Fatty 3. Kang Chia nodded his head. Seeing Chen San Xiao again, he was very excited in his heart, but he knew that this moment was not the time to catch up on old times. After seeing that Chen San Xiao was unharmed, he took out the golden token and looked at Windless, coldly saying, the token is here. Release him immediately and I will give you the token. Heh. Windless shook his head at the words and said with a smile, I still don't dare to underestimate the might of the hegemonic emperor. Either you hand over the token first, I will then release the people and let you leave, or you enter the formation and take the people. After Windless finished speaking, he looked deeply at the sky. After leaving the spirit sealing space, he had raised his cultivation at full speed at all costs, which was why he was able to break through the outblood stage in such a short period of time. But his accumulation was too little, so after breaking through the outblood stage, he only had the strength of the peak outblood stage. However, this did not hinder the power of the array he had set up. This 5 thunder bombardment array in front of him was the strongest array he could set up right now. It could exterminate all the outbreathing stage Seal King powerhouses. Even if the outbreathing stage Seal King powerhouses went in, it would be difficult for them to escape from it for a moment or 3. So Wu Feng was very confident in the formation he had set up, and this confidence was even stronger after seeing that Kang Chia only had a cultivation at the 9th level of the Yuanying stage. 9th level of Yuanying stage. Even if you were able to reach the limit of Yuanying stage Great Completion realm, you were only at the out-of-body stage sealing the king. You will surely die if you enter the formation. Windless thought secretly. As a matter of fact, He was right in thinking that this Five Thunders heavenly bombardment formation was indeed very powerful. And with Kang Qian's current strength, even though he was able to remain undead, he might not be able to break out. How? Have you considered it, hegemonic emperor? Windlass asked again. When Kang Chia heard this, he suddenly stared at him with intense killing intent in his eyes. This will be the stupidest thing you have ever done in your life. Saying that, he took a large step into the formation. As he passed through the array's light curtain, the scenery in front of him changed, and Windlass's figure suddenly disappeared, with only Qian Sanchao sitting on the ground on his knees. Seeing him enter, he sighed. "Brother, you shouldn't have come." Boom! As Qian Sanchao's words fell, the surrounding scenery changed again. A 10,000 thunder purgatory prison suddenly appeared, shrouding the entire space, surrounded by a sea of thunder and lightning flashes, making it impossible to break through. In the sky above the thunder prison, a huge calamity cloud rolled and swirled, filled with surging energy, a huge pressure that caused incomparable palpitations. Heavenly tribulation. Kang Qian's eyes stared, and his face immediately became grave. Wrong. It's an earth tribulation. Windlass's voice came from all directions, which carried an incomparable look of triumph. As he said with a smile, "Heavenly tribulation is a test of heavenly thunder descending from the heavenly Tao. And this formation is me using Cello O Peak as the foundation, and triggering the thunder veins under Cello O Peak, gathering into a tribulation cloud. Hence it is the earth tribulation, the thunder of the earth. This formation is called the 10,000 thunder bombardment formation. So there will be 10,000 minds descending. Hegemony Emperor. I wonder how many minds you, who swept through the spirit ceiling space, will be able to hold on to." Windlass laughed out loud. Qian Sanchao's face was filled with worrying as he said bitterly, "Brother, I personally saw a powerful outbreathing stage Seal King being chopped alive after only supporting 1,000 minds. No one in this world can kill me, Kang Chia." Kang Chia sniffed with a face full of confidence. Qian Sanchao was stunned, infected by his confidence, suddenly laughed. "You and I brothers are able to get together. We have no regrets in death. We won't die." Kang Chia laughed, then catalyzed the reverse heavenly cauldron, inducing a suction force that enveloped towards Qian Sanchao. Qian Sanchao's power was sealed at the moment, so naturally he didn't have the slightest ability to resist. Not to mention that he very much trusted Kang Chia and wouldn't resist, so he was instantly sucked into the against the heavens cauldron. "What kind of place is this? Haven't seen you in 10 years. Has brother Kang Chia already grown to this level?" In the reverse heavenly cauldron, Qian Sanchao curiously surveyed the space around him, but unfortunately he could not see a single silhouette. Before this, Kang Chia had already opened up an unoccupied area in the counter heaven cauldron to place Qian Sanchao. After all, the existence of the Dan Emperor could not be made known to Qian Sanchao yet. "Fatty 3, you stay here first. When I kill Windlass, we will return to the Heavenly Tao sect." Kang Qian's voice suddenly came out, his words full of confidence. Qian Sanchao was delighted at his words, secretly saying, "It seems that I underestimated brother Kang Chia. After so many years, his strength has already progressed to this level. I'm afraid that it's not much worse than Jiao Wuji and Daoyi. Hey, people are missing." At this moment, Windlass also appeared within the formation, and as he carefully observed all the changes within the formation, his eyes suddenly shrank, filled with incredulity. It's impossible for a person to disappear for no reason, unless he has a spatial magic treasure for placing living people. Subsequently, Windlass was overjoyed. A spatial magic treasure that could place a living person. That was definitely a stunning treasure. I'm afraid even a strong person at the harmonization stage would have to be moved. I didn't expect him to have this kind of treasure, but he won't want to come out alive after entering this formation. This treasure is mine. Windlass' heart was filled with excitement and thrill. This time, being able to recapture the dawn-breaking immortal order, killing Kang Xia, and obtaining a supreme treasure like this. It was like killing 3 birds with 1 stone. Sure enough, someone is breaking into the formation. Look, it's Master Windless. I wonder how long that person can last. Suddenly, from under Chaluo Peak, a figure shot out, and it was clearly a cultivator with varying cultivation levels of Yuanying stage, an exit vessel stage, who was spread out around the formation, watching carefully. HMPH. Seeing the appearance of these people, Windless let out a cold snort as his figure flickered and entered the grand formation. Not long after he entered the large formation, 6 figures were added to the surrounding crowd. These 6 people had a sinister aura and a murderous aura that was revealed, making the others not dare to approach. If it was normal, these 6 people might have attracted the gazes of others. But right now, everyone's gazes were locked on top of the 10,000 Thunder Bombardment formation at the top of Chaluo Peak. Formation. What a powerful formation. It even triggered the Thunder Vein below Chaluo Peak. I'm afraid that even a powerful out-of-body stage Seal King would die if he went in there. The Poison Bug Emperor stared at the formation in front of him, a hint of surprise flashing through his eyes. Senior Bug Emperor, what do we do? Evil One asked. Wait, this formation is not bad in terms of power. It's just the right time to let them both lose, Poison Bug Emperor sneered. Senior brother is wise. Evil Goki's eyes lit up. Not far away amongst the crowd, the Snake Emperor from the Hall of 10,000 Demons and the red-robed big man also stared carefully at the 10,000 Thunder booming heavenly formation. Senior Snake Emperor, he's entered the formation. What should we do? The big man in red asked. If the poisonous insect emperor doesn't move, we won't move either. Snake Emperor sneered. After speaking, the 2 of them carefully stared at the grand formation, not sparing a single detail. Whether it was the Poison Bug Emperor or the Snake Emperor, they both knew of each other's existence, but neither of them cared, because their prey had yet to appear. Poison Bug Emperor, Snake Emperor, what are they doing here? In another part of the crowd, the Poison Slayer Emperor's brows were furrowed as he secretly whispered. He had once killed a disciple of the Great Diffusion sect in the King's Land, and obtained a magic treasure from them that could conceal their aura. So while he was able to detect the existence of the poisonous worm, Emperor and Snake Emperor, the other party could not see them. I hope they don't have the same goal as me. The Poison Slayer Emperor had a hint of worrying in his eyes as his gaze once again towards the 5 Thunder Bombardment Heavenly Formation. Inside the 5 Thunderbolt Booming Sky Formation, Kang Chon's brows were furrowed as he looked up at the sky's calamity clouds. His eyes slightly narrowed. From there, he sensed a terrifying power brewing. Once it erupted, it would pose a fatal threat to him. Listening to Wu Feng's meaning, this earthly calamity is similar to the heavenly calamity, except that there will be 10,000 calamity thunderbolts. And an outbreathing stage, Seal King Powerhouse, can only withstand 1,000 of them. And if I were to be replaced with full strength, I should be able to last through 10,000 calamity thunderbolts. Kang Xia was confident in his own strength. However, what made him frown was how to break out of this formation so that he could find Windless and force out information about the golden token. This was an important opportunity for him that he absolutely could not give up. Rumble. Just as Kang Xia was pondering, the sky's robbery's clouds changed and began to vibrate violently. The energy in them also came out recklessly, filling the entire space. In the midst of that rolling calamity cloud, a calamity thunderbolt was successfully brewing and seemed to be about to descend. Just as well, let's try the power of this earthly calamity first. Kang Xia collected his thoughts and looked up at the calamity cloud, his gaze filled with battle intent. The calamity cloud was brewing very quickly, and immediately the first calamity thunderbolt descended, swooping down with a tremendous speed of light, blasting towards Kang Xia. At this moment, the earth shook and the entire Cello peak shook. The faces of the people watching outside changed, all of them revealing a look of anticipation. That person is starting to break into the formation. Quickly time it and see how long he can hold it up. Although Kang Qiao was powerful, these people didn't think he would be able to break through this formation. At most, he would last longer. Not far away amongst the crowd, the Poison Bug Emperor, Snake Emperor, and Poison Killer Emperor were all staring at the 5 Thunder Boom formation as, well, not letting go of any hint of change in this formation. Boom, within the Great Formation. The terrifying robber thunder bombarded Kang Qiao's body. His eyes were radiant, and he actually did not resist in the slightest, directly using the strength of his physical body to harden against this robber thunder. Arrogant. Seeing this scene, Windless, who was hidden within the Grand Formation, could not help but grunt angrily. And he was extremely angry that Kang Qiao dared to underestimate his formation. However, he had to admit that Kang Qiao did have the strength to be arrogant. After the first Calamity Lightning, Kang Qiao did not suffer any damage at all, and remained upright in the formation, looking at the Calamity Clouds above his head with a face full of arrogance.